Now you got $100 in your pocket. Hallelujah.
Makes no difference what you're going through. You're gonna make it. God's gonna see you through. Hold your head up. Put a smile on your face. This is another test. It won't last always. So get ready. Get ready for your blessing. For your blessing. Get ready. Get ready for your miracle. For your miracle. Get ready for your blessing. For your blessing. Get ready. Get ready for your miracle. For your miracle. I know you've been hurting down inside. Let me encourage you, it's gonna be alright. Troubles and trials come to make you strong. Keep on believing, you keep holding on. Get ready for your blessing. For your blessing. Get ready for your miracle. For your miracle. Get ready for your blessing.
Good morning. Sir Markadoo here with Sir Media Group, where we put your business in the streets. And seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things should be added unto you. How true that is, my friends, how true that is. We go our whole life seeking all these different things, and we gotta seek one thing, and we get the miracles that we really want, the things that we really need. We get it. Praise God. Now, over the last couple of days, we've been talking really heavy about a lot of quality aspects about the community, the children, what's going on, they're at war. Things are happening in our community that really is really a travesty in its own right. Because today's topic is about whose fault is it anyway that you're failing or you have failed? And the answer is you, ladies and gentlemen. We fail ourselves in so many different little ways, and we blame so many different people and things, people, places, and things. If I didn't live here, I wouldn't be like this. Well, move. Well, I can't move because I ain't got no money. Well, make some. Use your brain. Failure comes through our thought processes first. Is what we believe, our belief systems. Once you check those belief systems, everything changed. What do you believe? You believe that you're in this position because of this or that? This old saying, someone tell me, you made me, because of you made me. I said, oh, really? I said, well, don't blame me for your personal defects of character. You had these problems way before I came along. So don't stop blaming me. I said, I hardly know you. And you're blaming me for your misfortunes. So check yourself while you're wrecking yourself, right? The biggest thing, I was going to leave this for the end, but I'm going to say it now. I like to blame myself for being so successful. It's my fault. Really. Being successful and doing the things I'm supposed to be doing and making things happen, it's all my fault. I'm the scapegoat. That's right. I blame myself. I'm the one. I'm the one to blame. I blame myself for all the great things that are happening to me, all the great things that I'm helping other people with, It's my fault. So I take full responsibility for my greatness. Now, how about that? So stop going around blaming people for your failures. We only fail because we allow ourselves to. Now, most of what I'm talking about is really around business. You know, I know there's circumstances where, you know, they might have arrested you, or, you know, a dog might have bit you, anything. There's things that happen that we can't control. The things that I'm concerned about the most is the things you can control. As soon as it doesn't happen the way, because you didn't control it right, that means you're out of control. You didn't use your brain. You didn't think it through. And you didn't put enough energy on it. You talk to somebody that loves to win. I'm serious. You talk to somebody that you know, I mean, the spirit of winning is in them or in her. Ask them about their life and how they succeeded. Most people, and I believe this with everything I got, most powerful people that are among us, because we got a lot of people among us, what we got to do is ask them questions. And you ask them, and you find out that most of them went through some type of tragedy in their life. There were some circumstances that weren't in their control, and things where I'm talking about parents, grandparents, something happened in their life. They went to prison, they were drug addicts, alcoholics, prostitutes, and you ask these people, really, tell me about your life, and really, what really drove you? Being in a household where people are using drugs, they're alcoholics, I mean, it just drove me to want something more. And just watching, you know, I wasn't really broke. I was young, but I had money. But just to see and still see the mentality that goes on in my family personally, it drives me always to do better. I mean, I got some rugrats in my family, and it's okay. I mean, I like to ask people, what about your family? Do you have any rugrats in your family? So you got any rugrats in your family? He said you got a bunch of them. So that is not something that I'm proud of. It's something that it despises me, and it drives me at the same time. Can I get a witness? Lines are open, 404-286-6700, 404-286-6700. Now I want to take it a little step further. That's what I love. I don't like to read notes and all that stuff, because I know what's in my mind, know what I want. We'll deal with the youth. Now, let's go there. Whose fault is that our kids and our youth are the way they are? It's all our fault. Collectively, it is our fault. This is why I work so hard, so feverishly, to get the job done. It's all about the youth. The youth is our future, and it's real. This is why the workload that I put on myself, believe me when I tell you, it's more for my children than it is for me. That's what drives me. One of my associates this morning asked me, he said, how do you do this so every day like this? Because I'm here early, 5:30 in the morning, no later than 6 o'clock, and I open at 10. How do you do that every morning? Well, guess what? I wake up broke every day. That's the way I look at it. If I don't make something happen, I don't make no money. I have to be here before the birds get in. Okay? Because I want to get some of these worms first. I want to get the first pick at it. I want to make sure that when God looks at me, he said, did you do all that you could do? Did you put your all into it? And I say, yes, Lord. And that's where it comes down to. Who is really my boss? And I look at God as my boss. And that's what drives me to be the person that I am. I know I'm responsible for my children. I know I'm responsible for the children of this county. And I know I'm responsible for the children of this state. And I know I'm responsible for the children of the U.S. And I'm responsible for the kids internationally. And that's the way I see it. And that's what the things that drive me. And I know, see, that's the beautiful part. When you know when I know that passion is there for that what drives me. That's why I wake up in the morning, boom, and I'm ready. I got this thing in me where I'm just ready. I'm firing away. We're having an event in April 19th, here at my warehouse. It's from 2 o'clock to 5 o'clock. I'm just reaching out to my brothers and sisters. Come on down. If you're in another city, another state, drive on up here. Drive up here, fly in here. You got a couple of weeks, get your tickets, and come on down. It's going to be coupled with a customer appreciation day. I appreciate my associates, the wholesalers, the mass distributors. I appreciate you guys. I want you to come on in. Let me feed you for free. Let me give you nice drinks on me. Come on in. We're going to have some fun with the youth. It's all about the youth. To be able to sit and communicate with these kids, feed them, show them some love, because I can't wait to get to I can't wait till it's my turn to speak. Because I'm going to commission the children to reach back, and that for the rest of your life, you do something to help the youth. No matter how old you get, you coming up the ladder, no matter how young you are, you assist each other. You are your brothers and sisters' keepers. God holds you responsible. The responsibility is in your hands, that you help each other and you help each other come up to make your life better for your little brothers and sisters. Now, is that a commission or what? To be able to communicate to youth. I'm talking about the 18, 19, all the way up. All the babies, all the way up to them 25, 30-year-olds. If you hear my voice, you hear and you know that you're not putting in enough time to assist our young brothers and sisters, you're wrong. Period. And I'm dead serious. I'm going to tell them just like I'm dead serious. Our cities and our nations will be a whole lot better if you all took this a lot more serious and took some of the responsibility away from others. Stop blaming people for your personal defects of character. Straighten up. Pull your pants up. Tighten up that belt. Dress neat. Iron your clothes. Make sure you take care of your teeth and your hair. You hear me? Work on your self-esteem. Read a good book about your image. What does your image say about you? Image is everything. Would you buy from me? If I walked up on you and I said, can I get your opinion on a fragrance? Because I'm not trying to, I'm not working off failure. I'm working on straight greatness. Because that is where you're going to change everything in your community. Everything in your neighborhoods. That we got to begin to turn neighborhoods into communities. I mean, I venture out there, half people don't even know your neighbor. Don't even want to get to know your neighbors. And it's awesome that we can now have a bird's eye view of what we can do. And I'm telling you, folks, failure is a tough entity. When you get failure on top of you, and failure is digging its feet and boring a hole into you, you feel so obsolete. Failure cannot be part of the plan. Please this is one of the tests. I love this test. I call it the mirror test. And you get real close to the mirror. Get right close. So close, I mean your nose is almost touching the mirror. And you look right into your pupil. You look right there. And you start asking yourself, who am I? It works, baby. All of a sudden, you will start to look real close into that pupil. And start looking down into your soul. You go right into you. And because it's right, it's in the eyes of the mirror to your soul. If your eyes is the mirror to your soul, we need to look and be conscious and challenge our soul at all times. I love that mirror. I do it every so often. I do it when nobody's around. Obviously, I mean, it's a gut check. And you start looking at, am I really doing all that I can do so that I will not fail? This is one of these broadcasts that really needs to be shared, especially with the youth. And I'm talking to everybody. But I'm talking about my following has went up, and I thank you all for that. Because that's what's more important. The more we share and say, follow this brother, click on that follow button, get in there, get those, what do you call it, chimes, or alerts. And get an alert, put it on your email so it can alert your phone that Sir Markadoo is on. And let these kids, man, people are now getting into this world. I mean, just all these words that we're conveying, all these words that when my brothers call them, sometimes my sisters call them too. It's rare, but they do. This is a point where you can sit your child. I'm talking to your children right now. I'm talking to the youth right now. You are responsible for the way your brain works when it comes to the world. When you get out into the world, because a lot of the times you spend a lot of time with your electronics. You spend time in school. And what are you learning? The essence to who you are and what you see, what you bring into your world. You know, Q, I mean, he was hitting on it the other day, could have been yesterday. Television is so wicked in a lot of different ways. I don't watch a lot of TV. If I watch TV with sports or documentary or something like that, I just can't entertain television. Because television is a form of entertainment. It's a form of slavery. It will bond you up. All these reality shows, this is reality. This is actuality. This is where it's at. When you can be able to listen to someone talk about the things that affect our lives. I had my brother Roosevelt called me yesterday. He called back. He called me on after the broadcast. He said, man, thank you. Just thank you, man, for releasing that information. My man Keith does it all the time. Julian, all the time. Patrick, all the time. They just say, thank you, thank you, thank you for letting out that information. My man Joe said this, man, you know, I know you know, sometimes you don't think I'm paying attention, but I'm paying attention more. Because we were talking about, it's more about how people steal your time. Your time is more valuable than money. Look at all the people that want to steal your time. Just come in, do what they think they want to do with you, and then time is an essence. It's an essence of who you are. And when you allow people to steal your time, they are stealing your progress. They are helping you, and they are allowing you to have a short period of failure. It's the absolute truth. When you begin to tell people no when it comes to your time, even if it might be seem like a good thing, say no, not today. I can't do it right now. I'm busy right now. And you watch how much more time you get to spend with yourself. And watch how much time you have now to get other things done, to make you some extra money. Listen, you ask people about retirement. Seriously, this is a task that should not wait any longer. Ask people how their retirement going. So how's your retirement? Do you think you'll be able to retire when you get 60, 65? You feel that's going to happen? Are you saving enough money to retire? Joe, how you doing with your retirement fund?
Not on point.
You done saved enough? Know that this is my retirement account? You got that zero? Is it zero into your retirement account? Now, I'm going to tell you something. As we getting older, especially, you know, people in my age group, you know, 50s, going into the 60s, and you don't have no money, and you don't have a retirement set up, oh, wow. Oh, wow. I just hate it for you. That's the kind of failure. Who's in control of that? Who's in control of retirement? That's a failure you don't want to face when it's time to, when you don't want to work or you can't work anymore. That is a monster. Like I said, I'm from Boston. That's a monster that you do not want to face. That's one beast from the Middle East that you don't want to ever come in contact with. But just so many of us do. I mean, that is a form of slavery that is unparalleled. One of the worst ones that you ever going to come in contact with. Because you're going to find out for real that people don't care about you. When you ain't got no money, you're old, and they don't have no love for you, man. They don't, I mean, it's just weird. You better have somebody that loves you so much that you have given them so much, maybe through knowledge, information, compassion, because without that, you are in big trouble. That is a failure that you do not want to face. The retirement failure. It will stifle you. Get out of it. Shake that off. Shake it out of your head. Make sure your workload is more. That has more to do with you and how you're going to handle your finance, how people. This is why I tell children, man, I teach the youth about making their own money. Because once they get there, then I can teach them on how to save and get ready for retirement at a young age. I said, if you're making this X amount of dollars, you need to be saving this. They got these retirement charts where as you get, I used to put it on them, boy. It's been a long time. But I used to put it on people. I used to be in the insurance industry. And I used to show them this chart where when you're young, you put in this much money, it starts to compound, right? So by the time you get to this age, I mean, you're at 1.2 point something million dollars, just saving $5 a day, right? So it's $25 a week, $100 a month. You 15 years old, you make it, especially you 15, you making money with me. You save $100 a month for the rest of your life. You'll be a millionaire by the time you're 50. But as you get older, you like 30. Now you get that same $100 a month that you got to put in. Now you got to put in $500 to $700 a month to get to that number, right? Now you 50. You got to put in thousands of dollars a week, a month to meet that. So, you know, it's just like a house. You're upside down. That's what happens in reality when you don't take care of some type of retirement. You're upside down. Your retirement is down here now, and your failure is up here. I'm telling you, folks. Don't blame other people for your personal defects of character. And then you can stop blaming. You can blame the government. You can blame them on the Social Security. You can blame them on the Medicare and all that. And you know, you heard so many stories and stats on that a lot of that stuff ain't gonna be there when you get old enough. The Social Security system is on the brink of collapse anyway. And you know, and ask a few older people, what is a Social Security check like? Did you ever ask your father?
No, I never asked him.
Well, he might say, you just ask him. Say, Pop, what's your Social Security like? Because I'm just curious what I need to look for. You ready? You going to get Social Security benefits?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I got some in the kitty.
Yeah. Yeah. How much do you have in the kitty? That's the key. How much do you have in the retirement kitty? Okay? So, make sure we talk to our children. It's all about the youth. I'm going to be on, Mark, can you do me a favor? Can you look on my Yahoo and pull up Matty Rock? I'm going to be on, I'm doing a show, Matty Rock, interviewing me tonight.
That's good.
I'm going down to People's TV. I'm going to be on People's TV. I believe the broadcast comes on at 7 o'clock on People's TV. I think that's Channel 25 on Comcast. So I'll be on tonight live. So make sure you get in where you fit in. I'm going to help one of my brothers. Matter of fact, I'm going to get Q on that show too as well. And I'm going to be talking about, I think it's the plight of America or something. I don't know, really know what it is. Mark is on it now. We're going to send out a blast today on what time I'm going to be on the show. And it's going to be phenomenal because, you know, I told him, you don't have to put nobody else on the panel. Just put me on there for 1 hour. I'm going to put it down. You hear me? I love doing this type of thing. When somebody's interviewing me, I love interviews. When I'm being interviewed. How much time I got? I love interviews, and this is going to be live for a whole hour. So I want to thank y'all for tuning in. Get ready for that email blast. It's coming at you. Don't forget, tonight I'm going to be on the People's TV, Comcast 25, from 7 to 8 o'clock. I want to thank you, and I want to thank God for the opportunity to come in. And God's got a blessing with your name on it, and continue to exercise that blessing. Make sure you share, make sure you follow, make sure you comment. Send that little, if you know somebody, get them on to follow. It's happening. We're getting ready to change the world. God bless you. God has a blessing. Peace and love.